Hi planner friends, it's Marcia with Buy Sell Plan. In today's video, I'm switching binders. I know you probably just watched my setup for October and I went into my vintage Aurora Blue Mirage. But you know what? I have to admit, I'm not feeling it. It's a beautiful binder. I'm just not feeling it this month, I guess. I'm feeling a black and white vibe. I've been thinking about it since I set this up and I just thought, you know what? Let's just do it. I wanted to see if I can go into my black Anna binder, but Ryan took my Allen key. Well, it's his Allen key because of doing renos at the cottage. So I can't switch the rings because I need 1.5 inch rings, as you know. So I'm gonna go into my Tyler binder. It's the only black binder that I have that comes with the 1.5 inch ring. So I'm just gonna set myself up in here for now. This binder is absolutely gorgeous. I only used this for a couple of months since I've purchased it. And I'm just, you know, like, why is it just sitting on the shelf collecting dust? It's gorgeous. It's a zipper binder, which I'm not a huge fan of, but since I'm going back and forth so much to the cottage, I thought, you know what, let's get a more secure binder. So that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, let's take everything out. And I've got some new things from my latest cloth and paper subscription box, but also some other stuff. Like I said, the black and white vibe is what I'm feeling. So let's just see. I only have about, it's 4:30. I have to show a house at 5:30. So I only have about, and I still need to pack for the cottage. So I have a very limited time. So I'm just going to get to it. I'm not 100% sure either if I'm going to keep the clear page lifters. I may do black. I just, guys, I don't know if it's because it's October, but I am feeling the black vibe. Question is do I love pink so much, but I just, yeah. Let's see how we do. One thing I like about the clear page lifters is they are completely flat. Look how bent that is. It's kind of warped. Luckily, I have so many of these, so I can swap these out, which I think I'm gonna have to do because I don't think I can. Let them straightened out a little bit. These didn't come like this, so I think maybe just because they've been sitting for months, maybe that's why. Oh, that's straightened out. That's still warped. It's kind of like, you know, if you're from the generation where you actually had a record player and once your record warped, there's no putting it back. That's kind of how I feel. Okay, let's see. Yep, these are much better. These are nice and flat. So let's do that. Good thing I kept these. I contemplated getting rid of them because I don't because I was just going through a phase where I wanted, you know, that clear aesthetic, and I hated these, but now I'm so glad that I kept them because I really like them. This could be a good one for the front of my binder purpose. Yeah, I think this could be good. So in case you don't know, you can get beautiful cloth and paper dashboards and inserts, unpunched, but you need to, they only offer it through their subscription box. So you can't choose what you're getting. That's the only negative, but at least you can get your hands on these gorgeous, gorgeous products. And I like that they're doing them double-sided. That's something that they didn't do before. Do I want that on top? I don't think so. I think I have to close my door. I think my daughter's in class, virtual class, so I can hear. Oh, turn on my light too. Okay, so that's a good, so now I'll put my intro page. Definitely want to keep my inbox. And I think I'm going to stick with these tab dividers from Jane's Agenda because they're a neutral aesthetic. Still liking this 2021. Is there anything I can layer that with? Don't have quite enough room here to put everything in the frame. 2021, but I do like layering with vellum. Let's see. Is there any? I saw that my life was a fast growing empty page and I could do anything I wanted. I love that, because isn't that the case? All of us, for all of us. That's not as, this one kind of suits it better. The cursive font doesn't really suit that one. So I guess I'll just keep that the same. And I'm gonna put all my monthlies in. These black rings, oh, I forgot how dreamy they are. And my Sandstone Inserts are just popping because these are so neutral. Oh, I'm loving this. Okay, I love this Resolute, and I believe this came with, or in the subscription box, they suggested it be paired with this one. I forget what that meant. They gave a good description of what this is, and it suited the Resolute, admirably purposeful, determined, and unwavering. So that's what they suggested in the subscription box. So I will do that. So this is going to be my social media, isn't it? Yes. The only thing is that I'm gonna have to do different, which I don't have time to do today, but I need a more neutral page flag, but we'll figure that out later. So with my social media, I like to separate it for Marcia Grove Realty Team and my buy-sell plan. So I've got my real estate related things here. And then, I'm gonna have to switch that out. Buy-sell plan. Okay, so what are we gonna do for buy-sell plan? Probably shouldn't have taken that off. Okay, social media. I kind of like these. These are from Franklin Planner, and you can color them. And I kind of like the idea of having a couple pages that you can color. So when you are, you know, waiting for something or a little bit bored, you can color. This could be good for a goal setting section. It's where you're going that counts. Whatever you are, be a good one. Amen. Adventure. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. That's nice. I don't think I can layer that with anything because this is very busy. So I think that's just gonna have to be on its own, although it's not very sturdy, but I may change it, but we'll just leave it for now. I do like, well, these ones are good too, the Resilience. These remind me of like a magazine, you know, a magazine cover. Someone with a deep sensitivity to the beauty of art or nature. As you can see, I haven't even punched this yet because I wasn't in love with it, but now that I'm going for a black and white theme, I'm like, I'm digging these. Resilience. Let's see. I don't know. I may change this and put this somewhere else. That one over there. I also got these. I think, oh gosh, are these Gingham Gardens? I don't remember. They're from Franklin Planner. They don't have these anymore. They're sold out. But original, that's kind of cool because, you know, you always want to be original. Let's see, but does that go in with this vibe? I don't know. I don't think it does. So I'll do this one for now. Okay. And let's put my buy-sell plan stuff in here. Oh guys, this is giving me all the feels. You know that you're gonna be happy when you already feel like you're excited. I'm excited, I'm loving this. Absolutely loving this. Okay, now let's see, what am I gonna put in here for goals? These are so gorgeous. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Is this too far off from, I think it is. I think I struggled with this last time I tried to do a black and white vibe. What's this one here? Believe in yourself. That's a good one for goals, isn't it? You know what's neat about this is, you know, if there's ever time, you know, I don't know. I'm sure you guys are the same, that there's times that you just want to sit with your planner in your lap. Let's say you're watching a TV show that your hubby picked out and you're not as into it, but you're going to watch it. That's when I like to have my planner in my lap and I just do, you know, I just do some planning while I'm watching it. And this is cool because it's different quotes from different authors or people. Probably not authors, but people. And it's all about believing in yourself. And that could be something good to read and remind yourself of. I think that is a great idea. So I'm gonna put my goals section in here. Now for my projects, what shall I put for my projects? I have these, and I also had, let's see, I also have these Wayne Dyer quotes. Now they're just, I didn't print them on cardstock. These are printables from Paradise Planner Co. And I could have printed them on cardstock, but I didn't. I probably will, but these are really beautiful and I love the quotes. I love the quotes. So I wanted to incorporate these if I could, but again, these are too, I don't know, what's the word for these, artistic or what have you, and these are beautiful in a different way. I don't know. So if I have, looking at, yeah, see, like I kind of want to continue with that theme. Okay, so this is going to be for projects. Oh, that's covering up the goals. I want to be able to see my subsections. There we go. All right, let's keep going. Okay, let's put all of this in here. Oh gosh, you guys, the cottage reno. So Ryan is ripping out the kitchen. I don't know if I've shared with you guys, or if you've been following me on Instagram with any sneak peeks and teasers that I've been showing. I'm going to keep that in there under my wellness tab. Like that. So we did have, because our cottage is from 1958, so we did have a professional come in to test for asbestos, and everything has come back negative. We're relieved, so we continued with our renos. So Ryan is taking out the kitchen, and there's asbestos tile, which we expected because, so everything tested negative. However, he saw the tile flooring and he's like, we can test for that. He says, but I'm 99.9% sure that it is asbestos. So it's fine. You can just go over it as long as the flooring is in good shape, and the flooring was in excellent shape. But the kitchen, however, so one of the previous owners when they did their kitchen renovation, on the left part of the left side of the kitchen, there is no tile. Somebody ripped it up and put in, I don't even know what they put in, but then on the right side is the tile, and it's not in good shape. So I had to phone before I film this video, I gave that gentleman a call again, so he's going to come tomorrow and test it, because if it does in fact test positive, then we have to have an abatement team remove the flooring. There's nothing we can really do, because where the tile floor is and where it's not tiled, it's uneven, so we can't even lay our floor over it. It's a bit of a mess. So that sucks, because that could potentially be an expensive cost we were not expecting. So I'm going to be heading there shortly after I show the house. We're going to stay until probably, and then on Saturday we have, are these all flowered? On Saturday we have, who's coming Saturday? Oh, the company that does cottage raising. So we got a nice quote for that, and it is not cheap, but it is necessary for where our cottage is. A lot of flooding. So he's coming Saturday to chat about the logistics of that. So I need to be there for that. And then the electrician is coming. Oh, the electrician, we've had a lot of work done already, and he asked when we tear out the kitchen if he could have our kitchen cabinets. So we're like, yes, please. That saves us from having to take them to Habitat for Humanity or the Restore. So he's coming Saturday to pick those up. And we're happy that they're going to go to someone who will be using them in their home, because there's really nothing wrong with the cabinets. They're just not for us. And there's too many of them in that small, tiny kitchen. So make sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. I planned on, because this is house renovation related, putting it on my putting it on my real estate YouTube channel, which I will be doing. The sticky, oh, there it is. However, if you guys would be interested in that being on my planner channel, let me know. It's totally not, it's kind of planner related where, you know, there's stuff we have to plan for, but it's not like planner related, you know what I mean? So let me know down below if you would like me to share that on my planner channel. I'm happy to do so. It's definitely going to be going on my real estate channel. Okay, so I am, it looks like I may be out of cloth and paper magazine type dashboards. These are all my cloth and paper vellum. Because I kind of wanted one. So this is where my coaching part starts. And I would need something there. Let's check my binder where, so this is my, it's funny, this is green. In my opinion, this is my green vintage Aurora, but at the time they called this teal. It is not teal. I mean, it was this color, which is a lighter green, but I've been keeping this because I'm not really a fan of this color, but I've been storing a lot of stuff in here. So let's see if I can find anything I haven't used. Okay, I guess there's some. There's this Luxury and Simplicity. That could be good for coaching. Because, you know, as business owners, we can make things more complicated than they have to be. And that's why we have a coach, because they help simplify things and help us see that, you know, things are manageable. These are good too. Oh yeah, these are good. Maybe one of these. Although this is so gorgeous and it's like velvety soft, and I don't use it because it doesn't match anything, but this could really work in this binder. Work hard in silence, let success be your noise. That could be a good one for coaching as well. Ah, now I have too many choices. Let's do this one. I'm just going to, oh gosh, if you guys could see the state of my desk right now. Okay, so my coaching is going to go here. Oh, that's crooked. I will be changing these to clear. I just haven't had the time to do that yet. Okay, so let's get all that in here. The beauty of 1.5 inch rings is that I can have these extra, you know, kind of dashboards. I mean, these are fine. You don't need anything after your tab dividers, but I just like to add some prettiness and interest. Okay, so now I had, for home, I had this Home Sweet Home, which I thought was really cute. And then there's this family one, but this isn't necessarily family related, it's just household. So I don't know, it doesn't suit, like it doesn't match the cloth and paper aesthetic, but we'll go with it for now. And then I have my list section, which is going to need a different, you know what, I can probably, we'll give her a try. Oops. We'll give it a try. Oh, I don't like how flimsy that is. So when I flip to my, yeah, when I flip to a section, I can be pretty rough. Maybe this one. It's nice and neutral and it is gorgeous. So there we have that. Okay. And then we have finance section. So let's see what we will do with that. I'm thinking this one. Oops, this is gonna have to go this way, otherwise I'm covering things up. Okay. Now this won't match. So I will keep that in there. You know, one thing is I like about the clears, I do love having these. So, oh well. Now I need to find, do I have a black, I might not have a black folder or what do you call that, pocket divider. Oh my gosh, this binder feels amazing. The only thing about black binders is that all the paper dust really shows. Okay, so let's get this stuff. Why don't we do a quick flip and then I'll decide, I'm gonna have to decide how I'm going to accessorize this. One of our subscription boxes came with a black ollie clip, so now I have a reason to use it. So we'll see what I'm gonna put there. I still like having this card. This is from Cloth and Paper in one of our sub boxes. It's what's on your mind, and then I use these clear page flags so that I could reuse this card over and over. And here's the top 3 things that I'm really working on right now: healing, gratitude, and grounding. Take the time to reflect and grow. I love that as the first thing that I see when I open my binder. So I'm going to put that there. Okay. So this is how my binder starts. Talking about purpose. We won't be distracted by comparison if we are captivated with purpose. Oh, so good. And it just repeats it over and over again here. Good reminder. Here's the start to my inserts. My inbox card. I have this goals card, which are from Cloth and Paper cardstock. I just put my main goals for this month. And then this is just where I put random notes, and they stay here until they're dealt with. Okay, my schedule section. These are from Jane's Agenda, if you're interested. I bought these in the classic Happy Planner so that I could trim them down to fit into my binder, but I just, on my Instagram stories today, this video won't be posted today, so you may not have seen that, but I checked the Jane's Agenda website, and they now offer unpunched size 6, which is half letter. I'm so excited. So I don't have to order them in the wrong size and then try to make them fit my binder. You can order in the size that you need if you're a classic happy planner. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm loving this. This is my social media section. Okay, my goals section. Oh, so good. So good. Oh, oh yeah. Loving projects. That might not be suitable for projects. Tough times never last, but tough people do. We'll just, we'll just deal with it for now. Again, cloth and paper. Wellness section. Okay, business. Yep, liking that. Okay, not really liking this vibe with this, but we'll just leave that for now. My team section where I have my team notes. You know what? Because that is double-sided, I'm going to do this. That way the purple doesn't cover the, oh gosh, I need to get this straight. Although that's not very white. I may have to redo that. Okay, team section, coaching, that is brutal. Crooked, okay. I like that. My household section, cute. I know it doesn't really match, but God, is that cute. My list section. And my finance section. Oh, you know what? It can go here. Can't believe I didn't think of that before. Okay, you know what? I'm good with this. I am good with this. So I think maybe for now, I'll just, okay, some of the stuff I don't need in here. I may just put this stuff back here for now. Decide what else I need. And then what I have in here. So I ordered this to go on the mirror at the cottage once our renos are done. It's Hello Beautiful. And so you just like peel and stick it on. So I'm gonna put it on the bottom of my mirror. I got it off the JillianHarris.com website, but it is Urban Walls. I just love it. It's so pretty. So I have that in here because I do carry my binder with me. Yeah, Urban Walls and Jillian Harris. Okay. All right. All right, all right, all right. Oh, I'm doing great for time. Awesome. Okay, so I still have to pack. But, you know, I like when I'm only going for a few days because it's not as much packing. Like when I'm going for a week or two, it's so much packing. I hate it. I don't know how people travel. Like I'm just driving an hour and a half away to the cottage. I don't know how people travel, like get on an airplane, and I don't know how they do that. I mean, obviously before the pandemic, there's people who traveled all the time. That paint swirly thing doesn't really match. I'm not gonna use that one. Okay, now I have these that came in my sub box. I love them. I'm just trying to think of a way to incorporate them. So they're reflection journaling prompts, weekly, monthly, and daily. Where's the daily one? Where is the daily one? Where are you? I'll find it. Bear with me. Found it. So daily, weekly, monthly. And I want to figure out maybe my wellness section. Maybe in my wellness section. That could be good because these are journaling prompts. How can you appreciate yourself today? What is the best thing that happened today? How did it make you feel? What's the one thing you accomplished today that you're proud of? So these seem to be prompts like for self-love and, you know, what today Oh my gosh, was today a good day? Why or why not? How can you improve in the future? Like, it doesn't feel like it's really business related, although it could be. What's one thing you did today that you can improve on and how? Okay. Did you have a productive week? How can you improve? List notable events that happened this month and your reactions to them. Are you satisfied with how you reacted? So yeah, I guess they're not necessarily wellness related. How beautiful does this look, you guys? Why have been out of my Tyler binder for so long? I just love it. Maybe the goals section right here at the front of my goals section. Yeah, because I do, there, that's decided. I do my weekly, daily, and monthly, not daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly recaps, and I have to go into my goals tab all the time. And this will be an even better reason to make sure that I'm visiting this section. As I set myself up in 1.5 inch ring binders, I realize more and more that when I'm in a 1.25 inch binder, like I have to downsize so much. Should I cut holes in, or should I cut slits in these? No. I have to downsize so much and I don't feel fully functional and like have that planner piece. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. There's some 1.25 inch ring binders. I've tried the 1.5 inch rings in and they just don't work. I may have to sell those binders. I just may have to. Okay, so this came in my cloth and paper subscription box for September and I freaking love this so much. I just need to look at it and touch it every day. I can be strong, independent, grieving, direct, a leader, understanding, creative, a listener, and still be soft, need support, find joy, be kind, need guidance, have boundaries, need inspiration, and have a voice. Oh, I can't love that anymore. I think this is gonna have to just go right in the middle. I kind of don't want it covering that, but I have no choice because this card is so big. It's very light. I need to buy more adhesive pockets to have in multiple setups. Let's see, do I have some I can use? These might be too small. So I got these from Muji so long ago, but that is way too small. This is cloth and paper, but it's too narrow because the opening is up here. So that's too narrow. What's this one? Is this, oh, that's the same. These are from cloth and paper as well. Darn. But you know what? In this binder here, I believe I got this one from Jane's Agenda, and darn, I just put in an order for Jane's Agenda. I should have done this. I should have set my new binder up first and then ordered them. Or is this like the cloth and paper ones where they are repositionable? I don't think so. Darn it. Are they? Oh, are they? Oh my gosh. You know what? I accidentally put this on paper and look what happened. Oh, I'm gonna have to order more of these. Do you guys know of an Etsy? Let's see. I'm going for it. I can't go back now. If you guys know of any Etsy shops that sell big adhesive pockets, please let me know. And definitely let me know if you have a discount code because I will use it. Okay. Make sure there's no residue being left behind, and there is not. Okay. Can we reposition? Oh, I like how it smells. Is that weird? Oh man, that's going to stand out on the black background. Do I put it at the, yeah, I'm going to put it at the front, not the back. Okay. Here goes nothing. My fingerprints are all over it. What do you do? Oh yeah, I definitely need a new one. That is going to bother me. It's not that bad though, right? Not that noticeable. Not that bad. Oh, I love it so much. And then I could, oh, the paper dust is just something. I could have one on this side too. Because as much as I like the ollie clip, I do write on my inserts a lot without taking them out and without opening the rings. And it can make it uneven because this, although this one is much, it feels much thinner than the plasticky one. This is like very soft. What's the difference between the cloth and paper ones and the Muji ones? Well, the cloth and paper ones are repositionable. The Muji ones are not. Are they the same size? The Muji ones are just a tad bit wider. And I like that there's more room on the top versus this one, there's barely any room before the pocket opens. But I want it to be repositionable, so I'm going to use the cloth and paper one. Okay. Yeah, oh man, it's smooth. These are well worth the money from cloth. I forget how much they are, but I highly recommend them. Highly recommend. I may have to use different page flags to match. See, it's so tight. I don't want to get my, it's the scrape marks from my nails on there. Okay. Oh, damn. Okay, one thing to note with these ones from cloth and paper is they tear easily. So just watch that. Gotta be gentle, and I'm rushed, so of course when you're rushed you're not gentle. So luckily these are inexpensive. That's probably why they're inexpensive, because the quality maybe, I don't know. I like them because they're repositionable. I don't, maybe the Muji ones are. So pretend I didn't say that the Muji ones are not repositionable. Because now that I think of it, the last time I used a Muji one, it was on paper, not on a surface like this. So I stand corrected. This one probably is. So I'm going to put this down. If it turns out to not be repositionable, that's okay. I'll just leave it here. It's not a big deal. Yeah, it's repositionable. Okay, yay. Because I really do like the Muji ones. We have a Muji store in Toronto, which is about an hour and a half away from where I live. So a few years ago, 2 years ago now, actually, exactly 2 years ago, I went to Canada's first ever planner conference in Toronto. And I went with my sister and 2 friends, and we had a blast. We stayed overnight, and we visited the Muji store. And I cannot tell you how amazing that was. Well, you would know if you've been to one. It's pretty cool. Okay, I'm liking this. That way I can actually see it. I like this, but I don't like that it covers what I want to see. So that's perfect. I love it. Yep, I'm good. I am good. That always could go in there too. I do like a quick reference to the month. Okay, so let's see. Now, the good thing about this binder is you don't have that window, so you don't worry about putting something in there that's pretty. I kind of like the simplicity of that. I want the appointment sticky notes in there. These are from cloth and paper. My little house stickers for when I book things that are real estate related. These I got years ago from Amazon. They're linked down below. Stencils. It comes with, oh gosh, it comes with so many, but I only use, there's 2 that I use on a regular basis, but this is how many it comes with. So many. I don't remember what they're called, but like I said, they are linked below. So these are the ones I use most. And I'm going to put those in there. Okay. Maybe I won't put the stickers in there. Maybe the stickers will go behind here. All right, now the only thing is there's no zipper in here. So I do like to carry, like this came in handy today because I got my hair done today. And one of the apprentices that was helping my stylist blow dry my hair, we got talking. She's like, oh, and of course my hairstylist, I've been seeing her for a couple of years now. She's amazing. So She's hired us on to help her find her dream home and sell her first home, which is a small condo. So she's like, oh, you're her realtor, blah, blah, blah. We got talking. So one of her friends is in the process of getting her license. And because I mentor a lot of new agents, I was like, here's my card, give her my card, have her reach out. So I like to have that stuff with me. So how am I going to do that? I do have one of those zipper pouches. I suppose it could go in there. Hang tight, let me find it. I cannot find it, so we'll just have to do without. Oh, that should go down here. All right, so I've got some Post-its, sticky notes, calendar, appointment card. Got my cute little stickers here, my stencils. At the back, I just have, just, you know, if I need to take notes on the go, stickers, which I believe I use for, I'm pretty sure I use them for this. I think it's this color. Yep. Just to show what month I'm on. Okay. I do like to carry my wipes with me for my glasses, sunglasses, screens. I need cards. I will, I guess I'll put some cards in here. I always have cards in my glove box in my car and things like that too. I'll just put them there. And in my purse, and my husband always has either his cards or mine, so I do love these. Maybe I'll just put them away for now. I like that. My True Nature, Nurture and Caffeinate from Element Paper Co. Okay, so I like these two, positive affirmations, mindful intentions, free thoughts. I do want to put a couple of those in here in my wellness section. Could be my business section or goal setting section too, actually. It really could work for both. I'm gonna put it after my goal section because I love seeing this when I open up my business section. I love how easily these rings open. So they do still sell the Tyler binder. That's has become one of their staple binders. So I highly recommend this binder. It's expensive, it's real leather, but it is durable. 1.5 inch rings, and it is gorgeous. Use my code, buy, sell, plan. Get 15% off. Yeah, that's nice. Free thoughts, positive affirmations, mindful intentions. And it's the same on both sides. So just a few of those. Okay, I'm gonna stop now because, you know, oh gosh, I gotta leave. Luckily, the house I'm showing is literally, I can walk there. It's so close. Okay, I need to decide on a pen. And so the cool thing about a black binder and a neutral, like neutral dividers and such, is I can use whatever pen I want. And I have these amazing cross pens from the Franklin Planner site that I haven't been using because the binders that I've been in. This one could work too. So let's see. Let's see. I've got these pretty ones too, which you could use something like this in a black binder, or sorry, black binder, in a zipper binder, because you don't have to worry about it falling out. But I want to use one of these. So I could use blue or green or that purpley one. I've used this one a lot. The blue one I haven't used. Now, you know what? This is a roller ball, so it's very thick. I'm going to use a ballpoint. I've realized I prefer a ballpoint over rollerball, because I don't like a really dark ink. Okay, let's just see how it compares. One thing I don't like either is when I switch inks, I like to start a month and finish a month with the same pen. So let's just see how, so test. Okay, good. I can deal with that. Whereas if I were to use the roller ball, it's quite a bit darker. And I don't know if you can tell. And yeah, it's quite a bit darker. And I don't like a really dark ink. I've learned, I've realized, like a dark heavy ink. I love this pen so much though. I mean, how pretty is that? I don't know, maybe I'll keep the pink. Oh, why do I do this to myself? Maybe it's because I have the green against that ruler. Well, you know what? That one looks nice too. And the cool thing about the black rings is you don't have to worry about matching the hardware. So I think I'm going to stick with the green because it's so beautiful. Okay, now I'm done. I hope you enjoyed this video. It wasn't too boring for you, and hearing my thought process in my last video where I set up a new binder. I did ask if you like when I speed it up, or if you like to hear my thought process, and a lot of you through Instagram and here on YouTube let me know that you do like to hear my thought process. So I hope that was enjoyable for you and didn't bore you to tears. And like I said, if you know of an Etsy shop that has bigger adhesive pockets, please let me know. I would be just over the moon to have, oh, that's too much. Yeah, to know of a shop that offers them, because I will use them. Maybe I'll put this here, just in case I need it. Okay. Again, for 15% off of any Franklin Planner items that you purchase, please use my code BUYSELLPLAN. Save yourself some money. It goes a long way. And I appreciate the support. And so beautiful. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.